What's going on, guys? Kian here, back with another vlog. It's the nighttime, which usually isn't the time of day which I start vlogging, but today I'm coming to Prague, or I've arrived in Prague, and it's Friday night, so I'm basically gonna stay here overnight and then spend the entire Saturday here and then go back. So then I still have one day of my weekend kind of to relax at home. But anyways, I'm here in the beautiful train station, the main train station which I just arrived in, and this is the historical kind of part of it. That's what it's called, the historical terminal. Whereas if you look below me, it's the more modernized version, which is actually where all of the traffic goes through, as you can see. But it's quite an incredible building, and just in front of me is the exit, of course. So I'm gonna leave this train station in order to get to my hostel. It's only 1 kilometer away, and so I'm gonna enjoy this walk. It's only 9 p.m. so it's not too dark, or rather it's not too late, it's still pretty dark. So yeah, the weather's perfect, and I'll probably give you guys an update tomorrow morning. So see you guys then. Guys, so I lied to you. The next update is not going to be tomorrow, it's still today. So check out the building behind me. Apparently it's the National Museum of Prague, or rather of Czechia, since it's a national museum, and it's incredibly impressive. I'm not sure if it's like a neoclassical or what architectural era it is, but kind of reminds me of some Roman architecture. There's even a very prominent fountain in the front of the museum. Not only that, but there's also a large statue of some large emperor or famous emperor riding a horse, which is customary to any large city, of course, in Europe. So yeah, that's that, and I'm gonna keep on going. So check this out. I'm currently right in front of the National Museum once again. I've been sitting here for a while because if you check out this view, it's absolutely incredible. So the old city is all the way at the end of the street that you see in front of you, and it's just a very live and bustling avenue, which is very interesting to watch. All right, guys, so I'm currently on the television tower of Prague, which has one of the best views of the city. So if you look behind me, you can see quite an expansive view. It's pretty crowded, so it's pretty hard to kind of talk while showing you guys the view, but it's a pretty nice tower. It's almost like the Eiffel Tower in terms of its design. You can see that's what it looks like. And yeah, it's on the top of a hill. So not only is it a tower, but it has a higher altitude even from the base. And it's incredible to see the entire city in a panoramic sense. So there you can see the stadium. This is not the main part of the city though. So the other side I'll show you guys is where the entire downtown is. And here you have the old city with the Charles Bridge, the most famous bridge in Prague, and the Prague Castle, which is the largest castle in the city, along with the cathedral attached to it. Alright guys, so I'm now on the intermediate platform, so similar to the Eiffel Tower. There's like one middle platform, and then there's the observation tower at the top, and there's pretty much no one here. So I quickly just wanted to show you guys where I'm heading next, which is the cathedral plus castle. And yeah, there's once more the river that flows out the city. I need to remember what it's called, but it's an incredible view, and I'm going to keep on going. And so of course Prague is also the capital city of the Czech Republic, so you have all of the embassies, or most of them, located here. The German one just behind me, then there's also the Italian one right there, and the US one, which was massive. So I've come to notice throughout my travels that the US embassies are usually always among the biggest and always have a police presence, even though these embassies, you saw there's nobody here, but for whatever reason the US convinces the other countries to get their own police to protect their embassy in most countries I've visited. Alright guys, so I just took a break, ate lunch, and now I'm back on the road. And in fact, there's a Pride parade going on. So as I was in Berlin, the same thing happened, and you can see there's one here too in Prague. So it's really interesting or fascinating that both days that I went to each city, there was a Pride parade, and it's really cool. I was in there for a while. They even gave me some free halls, so I can't complain. And I'm just gonna follow the crowd to the next destination. But here you can see behind me there's quite a old Gothic tower, which is interesting. Actually, I'm doing a guided tour there in 2 hours, and that's where the meeting place is. So hopefully we'll get some interesting insights from that tour. Okay, so I took a big break from the parade, and I'm inside of a basilica right now. You can see the front of the building here. There's a lot of decoration on the pillars. It's very ornate. Unfortunately, like the side chapels are all cordoned off, but that's not important. You can even see the organs behind me, and yeah, it's an incredible venue, and this is probably not even among the most kind of well-known basilica or church in the city of Prague, so there's many more to see, and I'm hoping to check them out. All right guys, so it's a boiler today, like 30 degrees. You can see here behind me, you have the Spanish synagogue, which is like the most beautiful synagogue in the city from the pictures I've seen, but it's closed since the weekend. But since Franz Kafka was from Prague, and since he was also Jewish, there's in fact a statue of him. You can see his name written right there, Franz Kafka, right in front of the synagogue. And it's actually him sitting on the shoulders of somebody else that doesn't have a head. And yeah, so the writer was actually born in Prague, but at the time it was a German-speaking area, apparently. And yeah, he didn't die in Prague, but I'm not sure. Pretty sure he was there for quite a large portion of his life. That's why you have the statue. Alright guys, so I've rejoined with the Pride Parade, and you can see it's crazy how many people there are. They're all like making this pilgrimage to the top of this park, so I really want to see what's there, and I'll report to you guys back once I get there. Alright guys, so I'm now at the top, and I'm not sure what I expected, but pretty much just a lot of people are sitting on the ground now because it's a park, so they just all get to the park and they just chill on the lawn. So yeah, there's not really anything happening at the very end of the parade, but that was that. I'm now gonna head back towards the old city, I guess, and hopefully see some sights.